Hey, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Today, part 5. Today, we're going to talk about the ego death. The ego death is just what it's called, your ego being stripped away, your sense of what I thought I was versus who am I? Who am I? So the ego death, I'm not going to say that it was painful. It was very enlightening. So things that society has put on us, things that your family, like traditions and all those things that plays a part in your ego that initially forms you, that tells you who you are. This is a phase where all of that it's leaving. It's gone. I'll just say that this spiritual awakening, I feel like it is a full rebirth. So everything that is happening in the spiritual awakening is to strip you away from everything that is no longer you, that you thought was you. It's everything that's going away that's no longer you. Because when you are walking into a new season of your life, just not even a new season, you have a better, let's see, a better, you're rebuilding a foundation. You're building this new foundation based on who you really are versus the foundation based on who they told you that you was. That makes sense. Okay, sorry about that. So, yes, this is where these things are stripped away as well. Certain narratives that was put on you. This is a phase where your boundaries get really clear and firm. This is a stage where I believe that I was in the Bible and it was just starting not to make sense. It was just starting not to make sense to me. Again, I'm going to say this. This is my truth. This is my story. I don't debate on whether what is true and what is not. I'm just telling my story. So this is a phase where even in the Bible, I'm like, and these are questions that I had as a child. Well, if Jesus was the first person on earth, because this is just, it just never made sense. Well, who was his mama, his daddy? Okay, Mary and Lamb. Okay, well, who made them? Like, well, who did it? That's always what I always ask. Well, if this person is this, well, how did this person get here, and how did this? So now these things are starting to come up, and I'm like, okay, this is where I feel like you lose a sense of this shit has been a lie. Let me tell y'all, it was one day, I don't know what I came across, because at this time I was doing a lot of research as well, and I came across either a video or I was just researching. I turned that phone off. I held my stomach. I cried so hard. I didn't even know why I was crying. I'm just like, it's been a lie. It's a lie. It's all a lie. Like, yeah, yeah. So in this phase, um, a stronger sense of awareness happens. A deeper sense of awareness happens. This is where you find out everything was a freaking lie. Freaking lie. So, and I'm so happy and glad that I can laugh about these things now. At the time, it wasn't shit funny. At the time, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Nobody around me knows what's going on. I'm trying to talk to people. I'm sounding crazy because at this time as well, I'm getting what you call downloads. So it's a connection between the divine and you. As I stated at first, I'm a dreamer and I have been a dreamer. It's just I never really paid attention that much to my dreams. I'm just like, oh, okay, they're dreams. But now I have direct communication, with the Most High. So I'm like, I don't know what this shit's mean. These angel numbers is following me all over the place. And let me just explain, the angel numbers are the way that the universe, God, creator, communicates with you. So it's starting to be real crazy, y'all. So it's like the old me, the ego, the dark night of the soul. The soul is the soul that I I'm not gonna say that I once had, but that illusion, that soul that I had, that illusion, that's out of there. That's what the dark night of the soul is. Now comes the ego death. The things that society has put on, the things that your family members has put on you. Now that's starting to be out of there. So it's like ending a cycle, going into a cycle. You thought that it was this, but now you noticing and you're learning that it's this. This is that phase where I found that everything was a lie. It's a lie. And then I'm like, oh my God. Y'all, I was freaking out. I'm like, it's my kids, like, because it was a lot. It was a lot. And I laugh about it, like I said, because I feel good now. And again, I'm still on my journey. So I don't know everything. I'm learning. But this is to also show you that at one point in time in your life, you can be one place, and then months later, you can be in a totally different space, mentally, physically, emotionally, soul-wise. So that's why now I'm so glad that I can laugh about it, because it wasn't funny when I was going through it. It wasn't funny. Okay, so, and this is also a phase where I became one with nature a lot. This is when my kids was like, what is going on with her? Yeah, I was talking to them. I was talking to my bush out here. And this is funny because I love to be barefoot. Like, I love to be barefoot. So this phase, I literally go and ground myself daily in the grass. This is a phase where I started to sun glaze. This phase is when I found out about the chakra system. The chakras that are aligned along our spine. So this time, at this phase, it's like, okay, I'm learning all of these new things and I am implementing what works well with me. So I love to be by water. And what's funny is, for, I'll say, maybe a year or so now, I have just been craving to be by water. And I found out that, of course, the sound of water calms me. The smell, just everything about water is just calming to me. So my soul was telling me, kept gravitating me to lakes and things like that, because that's when I'm in a meditative state. That's when my mind is the clearest. That's when I'm at my calmest. That's when, the world around me stops and it's just me and the world. So this is a phase where, again, I started to get in nature more. I was working out more. I was going to the gym. And prior to this particular phase in my journey, I was going to the gym because I didn't want to sit at home all the time and just thinking about, but like, I really got in the gym tough, walking daily, journaling, doing my blogs on my phone for myself, for me to go back and, listen to. So this phase is called the ego death, where everything that you thought you knew, everything that society has put on you, everything that your family has put on you, everything that you have told yourself about yourself, the negative things, gets to go. Miss Ho, gets to go. Y'all, I am so goofy, but I love it. I love when I'm in my childlike state, because I have fun. I'm authentically me, and I don't have to be serious. I don't have to be serious all the time. So yes, this ego death is a sense of losing who you thought that you was and walking into who you are becoming, the truth. And know this, you'll do a lot of research, you'll go down a lot of rabbit holes, but do what works for you. It's not about this spiritual aspect of thing. And I had to learn this. It's not for you to be perfect. It's for you to be you. It's for you to find out what works for you. But the Most High is going to reveal a lot of things. But you get to decide now what works for you. You don't have to be in a cult. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. Nothing is placed upon you. You get to decide now what works best for you. And that's the ego death.